drama. Thank you all for coming to Thestival. This is the first ever festival that SHU Drama's ever put on, so that's exciting. The idea came from, last year we did a performance called Playwrights Festival, which was conceived by Chris and Erin, who were the previous president and secretary, which was 2 nights of 2 original scripts, and it was tremendously successful and just really enjoyable. I was involved as one of the directors, and it was just such a great experience. So we thought, why not do it again, but different? So that's what we're doing. Tonight's section has been directed, the first part has been directed by Georgi, who will be on stage in a second, and the second comedy showcase has been directed by Johnny Upwood. So there'll be the first part, and then there'll be a 15-minute interval. But I hope you will enjoy the show, and thank you very much for coming. I'd like to introduce Georgi to present Night of the Living Fred. I'm Georgi, and I've directed this short play written by Jo Elliott Hobson, who is here. He's a Sheffield Hallam student, so it's been really exciting to do that. So yeah, I just hope you enjoy it. We are all what's left.
We've become the last hope.
The last fighting chance.
The chosen ones.
We have to be strong.
We need to be strong.
We are all fucked. Now, as you might be aware, we have not had the best of luck. But with determination and with fighting spirit, we will be back on top. We cannot let them in. We cannot let them in! I mean, if they see a hot piece of finger-licking chicken like me, they will have me gone quicker than Colonel Sanders. And I do not want to be stuck in a bargain bucket, thank you very much. Well, not while I'm still alive. Now, everybody, listen up and heed my words. Do not disappoint me.
Guys, right, twat.
Your language is offensive.
Oh, come off it, staff. You love the dirty talk. Remember last year at the Christmas party? You were wetter than a whale's back.
Neil! Neil, why must you speak like that? And how can you be so calm, considering the situation we're all in?
I have to entertain myself somehow. This place is boring as hell.
Day 34 in the Big Brother house. What the housemates don't know is that Big Brother has fucked off.
Why, what are you doing?
Just looking outside the streets. So many of them out there. Just wandering. No life. Nothing. Did you hear about the one that got in the back exit?
What? Really? One of them got in?
No one got in, that's not true.
It is true, Neil. Trust me. I was there.
Yeah, I heard that this particular one was smarter than the rest as well.
How so?
Well, apparently, he actually managed to picklock his way in.
Bollocks.
You're only denying it because you're scared.
Am I balls scared?
It's okay to be scared, Neil.
I'm not scared.
I am.
Me too. Stop playing the hard man, Neil. It doesn't suit you at all. It's alright to be scared. Anyone can turn into one of them next.
Guys, I'm not scared. You're forgetting I managed to sit through Brokeback Mountain and didn't cry once at the sex scenes.
Can everyone just listen up? It's not going to be easy to say this. Fred the janitor, he's gone.
No! Not him! Why him? Why couldn't they have taken Neil?
And Stelina!
I can't believe he's gone. I mean, he was lovely. Why couldn't they take Neil instead?
I know! I too wish it could have been Neil. But somehow, Neil, you're still here.
It's always the best to go first, and yet Neil is the one we get stuck with.
Well, this is charming, isn't it?
These went just now. I couldn't bear it. It's a catastrophe.
I know. I mean, who's going to clean up after us now?
It's a coffee. Coffee for anyone. No.
We have to do something about this, guys. I'm sick of feeling trapped here.
Well, there's not a lot going on for us at the moment, is there? This is all we've got.
Michael, we all want out, but we can't just opt out and leave. Think of all of those who have gone. And yet we are the ones, the chosen ones, who are yet to fall.
I remember when this broke out like it was only yesterday. Fear and panic across the nation. But first the big companies went down, then the smaller ones. We were left to pick up the pieces. And then the outbreak was just so vast that it was just consuming everyone. People we once loved were now just a shadow of themselves. And we look down on them from this building, we see them and we care for them, but there's nothing we can do for them now. The news reports claim this to be the end.
Across the nation, lives have been ruined as the epidemic now bursts through the homes of millions. It seems we're being told that this is not the end. The start of something much worse.
I always wanted to start a family, but this seems to have ruined any chances of me starting one. There must be a way through this, and if there is, I will find it.
I am so fed up.
You're preaching to the choir.
I feel like I'm going insane in here.
Well, we can't just leave. I mean, you've seen what it's like out there. We're not going to come back.
Kathy, get these thoughts out of your head. We're here to finish the job. What would Fred do?
Fred?
The janitor?
Oh. But seriously though, I mean, how are we going to do that? I mean, really, Steph, we've been here for almost 2 months and we've never finished the job off. Face it, never going to happen.
I can't talk to you when you are in this mood.
You can't just speak to us like that, Kathy. It's not our fault that we're the last few and we're here. Look outside. You've seen what it's like.
Oh, just leave me alone. I had everything set up for a good future here, and then this happened. I swear something's not right. The manager keeps checking up on us. And those outside, well, I don't know what those are, but they're just always outside. And every news channel's covering this, and we're just sat here like nothing's going on. I feel lost. I feel like nothing's ever going to be the same again.
How could you possibly say you didn't like it? It's such a great film. So much happens.
That's just not my cup of tea, that's all. Just don't hate me for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised even you liked it, Mike, to be honest.
What, you didn't like it either? You're trying to tell me that you didn't think it was an inspiring performance from the actors involved?
No, I mean, I thought it was good, you know, but you just don't admit it to anyone else, do you?
Hate to agree with Tosspot here, but he has a point.
Come on, guys. Titanic is such a powerful film. DiCaprio.
Except an Oscar.
What? Yeah, sorry, I'm fine.
You sure? I don't like seeing girls cry. Well, not in all situations anyway.
Time and place.
Right, keep your hair on, DiCaprio. Go save Kate Winslet.
Oh shit, the news is on.
As the crisis continues, more and more are drifting to the masses of people with no life in their eyes, and hope seems to be lost. With companies shutting down because of the epidemic at hand, it appears that Britain is becoming bleaker. More and more are leaving the country for better lives, but whether this outbreak will reach overseas is still unclear. Bye.
Guys, they're getting red us out there. Constantly hitting fences. What if one gets in?
Lucy,
Yeah?
come sit on my lap. You're taking mine off things.
Oh, hey!
What? I meant sex.
Lucy, seriously, no one's getting in. The back door's locked, and if anyone tries to, the manager will see to them. We know better than that.
No.
Oh, we're gonna die in here, aren't we?
Guys, I'm staying positive, I see.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't see how we're gonna get out of this.
We have to keep thinking positive.
Yeah, I mean, we may have to repopulate the Earth soon if you know what I'm saying.
Everyone knows what you're saying, Neil.
Alright, Marley, I'm just saying I'm calling Kathy.
Just go fuck yourself, Neil.
Oh, that reminds me. Flush. I went.
Shit, Neil.
Why'd you keep winning it?
Guys, I really want to make sure no one gets in.
No one's got in, Lucy.
Oh, babe, come on. I know we can't get out, but no one's getting in. Come and sit down.
Look, I'll go down and make sure the door's bolted, alright?
That's what she said.
Neil.
Everything okay, Josh?
Yeah, everything's fine. It's just, you know, like when we said that, like, no one would or could get in again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of them's got in.
What? No, I'm too young to die. Kathy, I'll save you.
Neil! Get your hands off my tits!
Sorry. Just wanted one last goodbye feel.
Guys, we have to tell the manager the one's mooching about.
No, why do we have to, though? You know, we could just, like, trap him in with it, and then that's it. He's done. He's gone.
You suggesting we just hand it over like that?
Well, yeah?
Guys, we can't do that to him.
To who?
The manager.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss the punchline on that one? What are you all talking about?
We're just saying how ace you are.
Yeah, I mean, we all think you're great.
1 in a million.
Just the best.
Yeah, the best.
Don't look at me. I'm not giving you a compliment. Carry on with the script.
You are all acting way too funny. What's happened?
Well, yeah. Yeah, we saw a man outside, and he was dressed as Batman. So we thought it must have been you.
Really? Of all the lies you could have said, you thought that was the most fitting?
Really? Where is he?
Just,
Oh no, he's gone, but look, best friend, everyone wave.
That's so upsetting. I wanted to be his Robin.
Boss, there's something we have to tell you. Someone's got a hug with their name on it.
No! Too gay. I'm going to go check the back door. Make sure no one's got in, all right?
And I'll check Kathy's back door.
That's it then. I guess he'll see that someone's got in and it'll be done for.
Well, all locked and secure. No one's in.
Are you sure? Like, really sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
no, but really, are you, like, really sure?
Yes.
Are you, like, completely 100% sure that absolutely no one has got it?
Wow! 20 questions! Yes! I am sure there is nobody in this building except you ugly lot and myself.
But still, are you sure?
This conversation just got awkward because of you. I'm leaving.
Josh, I thought you said someone had got in.
Yeah. Yeah, someone has got in.
You're lying, aren't you?
Little. What the fuck? Look, I'm sorry, alright? I just wanted to play a little prank, but it got out of hand when the manager walked in on you, didn't it?
Well, that's a sick game to play.
Oh, I knew he was practically finger banging everyone with his jokes. It's all fun and games, ain't it?
Something's wrong with you, man.
Mine?
Yeah, Josh.
What's the situation outside, mate?
Get off your ass and go look yourself.
Frightens me seeing him all out there, though.
Pussy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, you must go girl's blouse.
Guys, please. Not now.
Okay, then I dare you to go outside.
What?
No one's going outside.
No, it's okay. I'll do it. But when I come back, I want this arsehole to refer to me as Sir from then on.
See, it's fair enough, but you won't come back, because you won't go.
Josh, please, do not feel like you have to prove yourself to anyone. And of all people, do not prove yourself to Neil.
It's time someone stood up to him. Which is why I'm going out then.
Why, there, get me a paper, yeah?
You're some piece of...
Whoa! Hey! Hey now! What the bloody hell is going on here? Would anybody care to explain?
Where's Josh?
Oh no, tell me you didn't do it.
Do what?
Holy shit, he's actually out there. He's got more balls than I thought.
Yeah, but my ball's bigger.
He is done for.
You're damn right he's done for! Sit down! Sit the fuck down! This is my turn! Now, that is why I should have been the one in Titanic, and not the one who got a kill.
I think you've just ruined one of my all-time favourite songs.
I think it's a brimming. Actually, if you want a Titanic convo, Mike's your man.
Whatever. We all know I was better. Look, I'm gonna go and get some food for you lot, yeah? See you later.
We seriously can't be staying here any longer, can we? I'm really starting to miss my family.
What family? We won't be seeing our family if the manager doesn't at least let us out for some air.
Guys, we can't go outside, you know that.
I'm just getting so agitated, so close to doing what Josh did, walking out.
The only reason he's not here is because of you and your stupid attitude egging him on.
Yeah, Neil, maybe you should have gone, rather have Fred anyway.
I'm the only one keeping this party sane, to be honest. Fred would just clean the walls for no reason. Do you know what I've sacrificed being in here with you lot while all this is going on? Go on, ask me what I've sacrificed.
What have you sacrificed?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I've sacrificed my Facebook, my Instagram. I don't get even started on Twitter. I think the last tweet I sent was to Miley Cyrus saying, for the love of God, stop fucking twerking.
Yeah, it is.
Is that your phone?
Shit.
You've had your phone this entire time.
Look, I only had it on me for absolute emergencies.
And this isn't one!
I just cannot believe you. I thought you were better than this.
Give me that phone.
Why?
Oh, no, Neil. Right, give me the phone, I'll send for help. SOS, please help. We've been trapped in Canary Wharf for nearly 2 months and are in desperate need of help to escape. Our manager won't let us leave for the fear of those outside, and all we want to do is see our families. We beg for more aid to come as the situation is becoming increasingly bleak. We've witnessed hundreds come and go, and we fear it's only a matter of time before we are next. Please continue your support as we tackle this. but please help.
Can I face it, please?
Oh, fine.
Thanks. Please cancel my Pornhub subscription. I haven't watched it in about 2 months, and I'm pretty sure the bill is sky high. My username is Big Ben is gonna get you at hotmail.com.
Neil! Right, sent.
We should check the news and wait for him.
Breaking news sweeping the nation. An SOS distress signal has been sent from the hostages within Canary Wharf. The situation we know is that the manager has not let the hostages leave to go home from work now for nearly 2 months, in fear of letting the unemployed get into the building. One former employer named Fred has emerged recently with information regarding the manager and his way of work. With the recession reaching nearly critical levels, the manager has done everything he can to not give anyone a job, although it has been listed that he has only 5 employees remaining. These people have been working non-stop for him, and our police have started to take action. In addition, it has been revealed that Fred the janitor will be promoted to the vacant managerial position.
And I also directed it. A little bit about the comedy section itself. What I've done is I've taken sketches that are set in various periods of time throughout the recorded history and put them together in chronological order. So, without much further ado, our first sketch is entitled Samesies and takes place in the depths of caveman world.
Okay guys, listen up. So, you know why we're here. We have to discuss a pressing matter. As you may know, our population is dwindling. And I think we've worked out why. When a man and a man, and when a woman and a woman, basically when we do samesies, no people come out. So, we can't do samesies anymore.
What? Are you fucking serious? I love samesies.
Okay, we all love samesies, okay? But just hear me out. I've done some drawings. I'd like to thank Anne for the blood. Where's Anne? Anne? Lazy, Anne, lazy.
So fucking lazy, I can't even.
So, basically, we all came from opposites. Almost none of us have come from samesies.
That's not true. What about Jamie?
Yeah. We're not sure about Jamie.
Why can't we just do both?
Because when you do both, waste the people juice. People juice? What the fuck is people juice? You know.
I love that part.
Yeah, I waste a lot of people juice.
Okay, how about I do it with a samesy, and then I get the people juice and throw it at an opposite.
Yeah, but you're not going to do that, are you?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Hey, I'm Ilga. I'm the animal herder from the village. You guys know me. Look, I think this is a great idea. Samesies is disgusting. We should all lie with our opposite, not our samesy.
You know this new rule means you can't fuck sheep, right?
That's not true, is it?
Just keep moving, okay?
Okay, well, what if one day there's too many people? Can we go back to doing samesies then?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard! No more samesies! Yeah, just opposites! And sheep!
Actually, Ilga, I've been meaning to talk to you about it. I think I speak for the entire village when I say no more sheep. Ever?
Well, fuck me then.
So, we're all sorted, okay? No more samesies, no more sheep, but most of all, no more samesies.
Oh, hey! I didn't know there were other people in this word.
Starting
Sketch that really speaks to me. Right, so our next sketch is taken from one of my all-time favourite comedy troupes, Monty Python. And for this, we go into the Roman era.
What's this thing? Back! Romanus Aeant Domus. People go to Romanus. They go to the house. It says, Romans, go home! No, it doesn't. What's Latin for Roman? Come on!
Romanus?
Goes like?
Anus?
Roman's the plural of Anus is?
Romani?
Romani. Aeant. What is aeant?
Go.
Conjugate the verb to go.
Eo. E-rate. Aeant.
So, aeant is?
And the third person plural, presentative. They go.
But Romans go home. It's in order. So, you must use what?
The imperative.
Which is?
E?
How many Romans?
A plural. Ite.
Ite. Domum. Nominative. To go home is motion towards, isn't it, boy?
Use the dative, sir. No, not the dative, not the dative, the accusative. The accusative. Ad domum.
So domum takes the
locative, sir.
Which is?
Domum.
Domum. Do we understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, write it out 100 times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar, sir.
Hail Caesar. And if it's not done by morning, I will chop your balls off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Hail Caesar. Enough, sir.
Monty Python, all lights. Right, now moving into an era of history shrouded in superstition about supernatural things. And Bethan is going to read a story to you.
letter arrived, I was due in court on the intricate case of Marriott versus the Vatican, which was coming to a delicate and potentially explosive stage. The letter then came as a welcome diversion, and I tipped the delivery boy out of the window with more than ordinary generosity. Even then, I fancy I gave a momentary shudder as I unfolded the letter. But it was a cold morning, and in accordance with Mr. Tulkinghorn's instructions with regard to Marriott versus the Vatican, I was naked. The letter read as follows. If Miss Jane Lawson Particle will travel immediately to Transylvania as the honoured guest of Count Dracula to personally advise His Excellency on a matter of great legal delicacy, Miss Lawson Particle will be handsomely remunerated. She is to bring on her journey no garlic, no crucifixes, no wooden stakes. Neither is she to look up in a dictionary the word vampire. It seemed innocent enough. Excited at the prospect of escaping a dreary London August, I rushed into Mr. Tulkinghorn's office. He read the letter through and eyed me carefully. Then he looked at my face.
You don't find anything strange in this letter, Miss Lawson Particle?
Ah, you noticed it too, sir. The split infinitive in the first sentence, yes.
No, I was thinking, never mind. You plan to go on this fascinating journey?
With your permission, sir, I will go straight home, dress, and take the first train to Southampton. 4 days later, saw me standing at the gates of Count Dracula, weary and travel-stained. Prudence had demanded that I leave her at home, so I was alone. Night was just falling as I knocked on the mighty open door and heard the answering echoes ring through the castle. After what seemed a cliché, iron bolts were drawn back, the portal swung open, and Count Dracula's manservant stood before me. Of all the hideously disfigured spectacles I have ever beheld, those perched on the end of this man's nose remain forever pasted into the album of my memory. Bowing low, this loathsome wretch introduced himself. Travolta, sir, at your server. If you will follow me, I shall tell the master you have arrived. Walking with a pronounced limp, L-I-M-P pronounced limp, he showed me into a waiting room. Into a waiting room, and vanished. Presently, he returned with his master. Ah, Miss Lawson Particle, cried the Count. Welcome to Castle Dracula. Dinner is in half an hour if you would care to change. We can leave business until tomorrow. Travolta will show you to your room. Tell me, what blood type are you? A. I said, what blood type are you? Oh, I said. B. I tried to question Travolta as I dressed for dinner. I asked him the nature of the Count's business, but he made the sign of the cross and said nothing. I asked him why there were no mirrors in the castle, but this time he made the sign of the very cross indeed and spat openly. This was puzzling. I couldn't see myself spending a month in a house without mirrors. The man was either mad or both. Capon for dinner, sir, said Travolta, as we descended the vast stairway. Capon, yummy, I replied. No, sir, the Count insists that his guests put a cape on for dinner. And what a dismal repast it was. I passed a fitful night in my vast bedroom. Below me, I could hear the Count's footsteps echoing in the hallway. I arose early, made my toilet, sat on it, then came down for breakfast. Travolta informed me that his master had gone to bed at dawn and would expect me in his study later that evening. It was a dreary morning. The greatest excitement I had to look forward to that day was the prospect of a total eclipse of the sun, which was expected during the afternoon. When the time came, I watched through a fragment of smoked glass as the moon slid slowly across the surface of the sun. By the dim light of a candle I had prudently placed on the table, I could see that standing there was Count Dracula, my client. He seemed a little excited. A tendril of spaghetti appeared to be protruding from either side of his mouth. "Why, good afternoon, Count," I cried. "I wasn't expecting you until this evening. Have you come to enjoy the spectacle?" "Spectacle? The solar eclipse." He looked out of the window. "Solar eclipse?" "Yes, it's the first total eclipse I've ever seen. Exciting, isn't it?" "Oh, shit. Is there something wrong, Count? How much longer is it going to last?" I cried, and I could see fear in his blood-red eyes. "Well, it's just ending now," I replied. "Look at that. Splendid, isn't it?" I turned in time to watch the moon moving slowly away from the sun, and light once more flooding the scene. "Have you ever seen anything so..." "Oh. Count?" But he had disappeared, leaving his cape behind him. In his hurry, he must have upset the ashtray on the floor beside him. I never saw him again.
So next, we're now moving into the first part of the last century with a sketch from my second favourite comedy group, Blackadder.
Crikey, sorry I'm late, Gov. Yes, I need to start my defence straight away, but I've known this fellow 3 years. He's an absolutely gawking chap.
George.
Yes, sir?
That's the clerk of the court.
Oh, is it?
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, right.
Good luck, Blackadder.
Why, thank you, darling. And what's your big job here today? Straightening chairs?
No, in fact, I'm appearing for the prosecution. I wouldn't raise your hopes too much. You're guilty as hell. You haven't got a chance.
Thank you, darling. And I do hope your mother dies in a yacht accident.
Just doing my job, Blackadder. Obeying orders and, of course, having enormous fun.
I wouldn't be too confident if I were you. Any reasonable, impartial judge is bound to let me off.
Well, absolutely.
Who is the judge, by the way? I'm dead.
Right, get this over with in 5 minutes, we have a spot of lunch. Right, court is in session. General Sir Anthony Hogmanay Melchett in the chair. The case before us is that Captain Sir Edmund Blackadder, or the Flanders pigeon murderer, did malice and with beastliness of a forethought murder a lovely, innocent pigeon. And disobeyed some orders as well. Is this true?
Perfectly true, sir. I was there.
George.
Oh, damn it. Right, Captain Darling, got anything to say?
May it please the court, as this is clearly an open and shut case, I beg leave to bring a private prosecution against the defence counsel for wasting the court's time.
Approved. Defence counsel is fined 50 quid for turning up.
This is fun, isn't it? This is like a real court.
Right then, defence, get on with it.
Oh, yes. I'd like to call my first witness, Captain Darling.
You want to call the counsel for the prosecution as a defence witness?
Yes, that's right. Don't worry, I've got all this under control. Are you Captain Darling?
I am.
Of the general staff, yes. And, ignoring the situation at hand, do you think Captain Blackadder the type of chap that will ignore orders?
Yes, I would.
Oh, really? I was hoping you would say no.
I'm sure. In fact, I have a list of other orders he's disobeyed if it would be useful. November 16th, 9:15 a.m., 10:23 a.m., 10:24 a.m., 11:17 a.m.
Hey, miss one there.
Oh, thank you. 10:30 a.m., 11:46 a.m.
George.
Yes, Captain, thank you. No further question.
Well done, George. Really got them on the ropes.
Yes. Don't worry, I have one more concrete and decisive witness. Call Private Baldrick.
Deny everything.
Are you Private Baldrick?
No.
But you are Captain Blackadder's back.
No.
Come on, be more helpful, Borders. It's me.
No, it isn't.
I want to protest.
Yes, Private, don't need your card in here. Get out. Sum up, George.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, you've heard all the evidence here today, and in the end, it is down to the conscience of your hearts. And like me, I think you firmly believe that Captain Blackadder is truly and utterly guilty of nothing more than doing his duty underneath difficult circumstances.
Rubbish. It's a hound and a rotter and he's going to be shot. But before we get round to the formalities of sentencing the deceased, I mean the defendant, I think we'd quite like to hear the counsel of the prosecution. Captain Darling, if you please.
Sir, my case is very simple. I call my first witness, General Sir Anthony Cecil Hogmanay Melchett.
Yep.
General, did you own a lovely, plump, speckly pigeon called Speckled Jim, which you hand-reared from a chick, and which was your only childhood friend?
Yes, I did.
And did Captain Blackadder shoot the aforementioned pigeon?
Yes, he did.
Can you see Captain Blackadder in the...
That's the man! That's him!
No further questions.
Excellent, first class. Well, I have absolutely no qualms in saying that the result of this court is that you, Captain Blackadder, will be taken from this place and shot until death. Do you have anything to say?
Yes. May I have an alarm?
Hello. Well, as we've heard from the First World War, it would be only polite to hear from the Second World War, and now we go to the encampment of the RAF pilots.
We interrupt the light programme for a news flash. Whitehall has confirmed that the Nazi invasion of Greece has been successful, and that a full-scale evacuation of Allied ground troops, aircraft and aircrew has taken place. In a statement, Mr. Churchill said that although the days ahead...
I got some awesome new trousers in Callum the video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they were all like hardcore and pockets and shit.
Oh yeah, you're going to wear them in play when you're doing fighting and this and that?
You know what?
What, lad?
I isn't allowed.
No way.
Faux show. Apparently they ain't uniform or something. I mean, they say I have to wear uniform. I mean, this is me. They are awesome trousers, man. This is them. They say I have to wear uniform.
That's so unfair. That's like massively disrespecting of your trousers.
You know what I'm saying?
At my school, right, we had a non-school uniform day, and if you brought in too bob, you could wear your own clothes. And that was a well-strict school, man. Eton.
You know, we should do that here. I mean, they're restricting me as a person, removing my rights. I mean, we're supposed to be fighting for freedom, and they're taking away my trousers.
You just want to be you, isn't it?
Isn't it, though?
Isn't it?
I mean, I'm always me, and I don't care what anyone says, because this is me, I'm myself, I'm always me, yeah, and that's who I am.
That's so true. They're like somebody else or something and they're just not them?
I love it when we talk about the deep stuff. Anyway, I've got to go see the group captain, yeah?
Why, blood?
Something about painting my Spitfire yellow. I'm not allowed.
Harsh.
So, at the beginning of the 20th century, a new procedure for men was invented, and we've got a little song to talk about that. So I could welcome on my barbershop quartet. Two, three, four.
A vasectomy's a medical procedure, one that makes you half a man. You're half a man. Remember when you twisted up your garden hose? Well, essentially that is the plan. You make a small incision in the scrotal skin. Isolate the vas and then you hold it in position with a towel clamp. Then you snip the fibrous tissue. You'll never have to wear a condom when you do it with your wife or anyone else you do it with. We promise not to tell, like that new hot chicken work. You know, the one who always has high beams under her ripped white cotton t-shirt, but then stares daggers at you for checking her out. And you're like, why do you wear that if you don't want attention? But you know you shouldn't think like that because the sexual harassment seminar you all had to go to. Seriously, how lame was that? And you couldn't help but notice that the female lawyer running the seminar had a huge rack, like ridiculously huge for someone else to talk about that kind of stuff. Well, I guess that's the definition of the word irony. Goodbye, Batman. Goodbye. Say goodbye to babies. Say goodbye to kids like that. Vacuum out your sack.
Yeah, that just happened. For any feminist in the audience, I make no apologies. We heard from the Allies section of the trenches. It's now time to hear from the Axis.
Very well. They're coming. Now we'll see how these Russians deal with the crack SS Storm Division.
Hans?
Have courage, my friend.
Yes. Listen, Hans.
These communists are all cowards!
Yeah, babe. Hans, I've just noticed something. Have you looked at your cap?
What caps?
Yeah, caps. Have you looked at them recently?
What? No. What? It?
They've got skulls on them.
Huh?
Have you not noticed that our caps have got like little pictures of skulls on them?
I don't,
Hans, we the baddies.
No, of course not. Now come and look at this. We should be able to hold them at this point here, at least for a few hours anyway.
But why skulls, though?
Well, maybe they're skulls of our enemies.
I suppose. Is that how it comes across? I mean, it's not like there's a sign next to it saying, oh yeah, we killed them, but don't worry, this guy was horrid.
Oh, no, but...
I mean, come on, Hans, what does skulls make you think of? Death. Beheading. Cannibalism. Pirates.
Pirates are fun!
Oh, come on, I didn't say we weren't fun. But fun or not, pirates are still the baddies. I mean, seriously, I'm just having trouble thinking of anything good about a skull.
What about pure Aryan skull shape.
Yes, Hans. And usually, pure Aryan skull shape is depicted with the skin still on. I mean, besides, when you look at the Allied stuff...
Oh, you haven't been listening to Allied propaganda, have you? Of course they're going to say that we're the baddies.
But they didn't design our uniforms, did they? And besides, look at the Allied stuff. They've got stars, stripes, lions, sickles.
What's so good about a sickle?
Well, nothing's good about a sickle. And if there's anything we've learned the last 1,000 miles of retreat, it's that Russian agriculture is in dire need of mechanisation. But you got to agree, it's better than a skull. I mean, seriously, I cannot think of anything worse as a symbol than a skull.
A rat's anus?
Yes, Hans. If we were fighting an army, marching under the banner of a rat's anus, I'm pretty sure the enemy would be a lot less worried.
Okay. So...
Nazis are always good for comedy. So, as we move through the century, obviously the invention of the car became more popular. And with the car came a certain pastime that people might like to engage in. And so Michael and Peter have got a little song.
Having a slight technical fault there.
No.
Bear with.
Michael, Van.
With what? No. The joys of live theatre. Try again. Not much I can do. Orcs. Anything at all? No. Right. Check. You did, Michael. That's the one thing.
We tried it out before. It was working before.
How's that? Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, now the pressure. Now the pressure. Well, my husband came home Friday with a brand new motor car. He told me I could drive it. I said, Brian, you're a star. We drove down to the boozer for a vodka and a fag. Then, of course, we had to celebrate the purchase with a shag. We'd go jogging. We're a treat for any passers-by out jogging. We do it because we found that when people crowd around, it is somehow more profound when you're dogging. Now, some of the older members of the audience may have a little bit of difficulty with this one. But I say hang on in there and I think the meaning will shine through. Greg, how are you doing? Well, if you are still in the dark at the end, you could always ask a young person. Or Google. Just remember to clear your internet search history afterwards. Well, we drove down to the car park at the far end back of Astor. A threesome was hard at it in a sporty little Mazda. It made it more exciting when she pressed against the glass. But when Brian got his torch out, you could see right up her ass. They were dogging. Believe me, they were more than merely snogging. Although her cheeks were parted, she sported when she farted, and we wanted to get started on our dogging. How are the older members doing now? Not finding it too impenetrable? Those of a sensitive disposition. What the fuck are you doing here? But we rushed back to our car because we were ranky as two goats. But being late November, we had on our duffel coats. We should have stripped off first before getting back inside, because disrobing in a smart car isn't easy. Have you tried? We were dogging. In the struggle, poor O'Brien tore his frogging. Our apparel was misguided, because when our hips collided, Brian's man had then subsided, but that's dogging. I admit this was a setback, but I wasn't beaten yet, cause I'm really very handy with a man's beef bayonet. I quickly had his black ball up responding to my touch, and the next thing I was upside down and staring at the clutch. We were dogging. The heat was on to stop the windows fogging. Thank God for plastic sheeting, well one must protect the seating, cause the fabric takes a beating when you're dogging. Well, by now a crowd had gathered, we were cheering fit to burst, and Brian was close to peaking, though he likes me to come first. My legs were out the sunroof as I really hit my stride. Then Brian promptly stopped and cried, "The Rosses are outside!" We were dogging! So alarmed our arteries were clogging. But we took it on the chin when the coppers with a grin said, "Come on, join in with your dogging!" Well, as you can imagine, Brian, I was thrilled to bits. I love to feel a copper's truncheon in between my lips. My ecstasy was mounting, I was feeling so alive, when who should wander by but a bloke from Channel 5. He likes dogging! He likes dogging! So watch out for Brian, me, and the odd celebrity. We were shagging on TV, likely dogging. We were dogging. Oh, think of all the limelight we'll be hogging. The credits show my hand massaging Brian's gland. The presenter's Russell Brand. Lovely dogging.
So now I want you all to cast your minds back to your childhood days when you were in school and you had a substitute teacher. Remember how much you used to fuck about? Not with this one.
Do you want to go to war, Balake? You better check yourself. D-nice. D-nice. If one of y'all says some silly ass name, you're gonna feel my wrath.
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! Say your name right now!
Denise?
Right?
Denise?
Correctly?
Denise?
I said right?
Denise?
Right?
Denise?
I said right!
D-nice.
Thank you. That's better. Aaron. Where are you today, Aaron? No Aaron. Well, you better be dumb, deaf, sick, or mute, Aaron.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say it the first time I said it?
It's pronounced Aaron.
Son of a bitch! Get out of my goddamn classroom right now! And go and see Principal Shaughnessy.
Principal Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn classroom right now before I break my foot on your head! Insubordinate? And churlish. Be fun.
Present.
Thank you.
Nowadays the NHS gets quite a lot of stick, but I think this next sketch will really show what's great about the NHS and how it takes care of its patients.
Yes, this way, Miss Meredith. You've seen our burn and cardio ward, and it's because you won the competition of the tour at hospital. You have to see all the ones. Just this way to the east wing.
What the hell is going on here?
It's not what it looks like. This man has a very serious condition. He has to ejaculate at least 5 times a day, or he'll die.
Okay, that makes sense.
This man has the same condition, but he's with Booper.
I'm sorry, Toby.
It's okay.
That actually started out his life as just a joke, but I turned it into a sketch because who doesn't like seeing Becky Cleary underneath?
No, it's not okay.
Right, we've now come to the end. This is our finale. Now, I don't know about a lot of you, but some of the clothes that people wear nowadays just don't make sense. Kind of satirising that fact. It's called The Problem with Jeggings. Some of you may have heard of it from YouTube. Yeah.
call me Mr. S. I will be your substitute teacher while Mr. Pigsky gets her foot fixed. Now, I have a message from the principal. No genders.
What? They're jeans!
No, they're leggings. But just disguised to look like jeans.
Yes, Stacy, we can see your whole ass crack.
Whatever.
Well, what about my jacket?
Okay, is that a tank top jacket?
Yeah?
No, it's very slutty and it can be worn.
Well, I bet you hate my stolikas too.
Yeah, those are definitely bad. Now, those pants you're wearing?
They're stockies. Stocking, khakis.
Gotcha, they're not allowed.
What about Aaron? He's wearing a hat.
This is a yarmulke?
What about my yamabra?
Wow! Wow, yeah, no! No, you are 16 and that is definitely sacrilegious.
So, I'm guessing I can't wear my shirt.
Your what?
My not a shirt.
Okay, that's just not wearing a shirt.
Mixed with a shirt.
You're going to be suspended!
How about sweaterings?
Sweaterings! Those are fine, but they look terrible.
Thongs, they're corduroy thongs.
Thongs, gotcha. Just keep them underneath your pants. Now, you in the back, is that a shirt with the boobs cut out?
It's a W now.
Take that off!
Fine, but underneath, just so you know, I'm wearing a nerd.
Can I wear a condom?
Not instead of pants! Alright! Listen up! Now I have your attention. This is how we're gonna do things. No! Backless hoodies! No! Collarbone cardigans! Toeless boots! Pelvis high skirts! Tube tops! Tops made out of tubing!
What the fuck?
No! Hat outfits! No! Fishnet bodysuits! And no jeggings! Now! Are we clear? Good. No! I am an adult, I can wear a nerd, I have earned this right!
Oh, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would now like you to be upstanding and applauding again for everyone that you've seen perform this evening. We were our way, Georgie. Scene's over. No, me and Georgie would just like to say one final thank you very much for coming. Thank you for laughing. That helps. But no, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it, so thank you.
And come again tomorrow.